What up, Jackalites and Sharkheads? Welcome to Jackal and the Shark, episode 27. I'm Jackal, joined by my ever-evolving friend, the Shark.
Yo, evolution is number one! I've evolved legs. Actually, hey, you know what? I saw this thing. It was like I think they might call it like a worm lizard, or a lizard worm.
Okay.
But it looks like a snake with front legs. Yeah.
Interesting.
And it's like a thing. It's like a known thing. But when I saw it online, I thought, oh my gosh, we're watching evolution happen. Now everyone can shut the fuck up because it's for real. For real.
Why did it evolve, grow legs, though? Where's it live?
Actually, check this out. It's the pre-evolution of snakes. So it's like snakes originated as lizards, and then they no longer had need for legs, so their legs evolved to not be legs.
So they fell off.
Yeah, but still, I guess somewhere in their bodies are little nubs of where legs would be, apparently.
Interesting.
Something like that.
Okay.
I'm reminded of the mud skipper. Are you familiar with that?
I don't think so.
It's a amphibian with legs, so it looks like a fish in the water.
Okay.
But they can actually walk on land.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you get to see its spot in the evolutionary chain.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And we're talking about maybe getting a lizard. As a pet.
Yeah. I'd say just go straight up for an iguana.
I do, but those can get so fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's not even, I don't have room for that.
Oh.
There used to be a store at Southwest Plaza, like a pet store.
Okay.
And they had an iguana that lived in there. And it would hang from the freaking lights, and its tail would just be hanging, literally hanging down the fucking aisle.
I went there, and I asked, hey, where's the iguana? They're like, oh, well, they got in trouble because he was getting burnt from laying on the light fixtures. So his stomach was all burnt up.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. And they had that parrot there.
Yep.
That parrot was loud and scary.
I'm thinking I might just do a bearded dragon for now.
Okay.
You can get colored ones, like orange or something like that.
I thought about getting a chameleon once, but the reviews say that they're really boring. And
Gotcha.
They're kind of touchy. Kind of ornery.
Gotcha.
Like alligators. They got all them teeth, but no toothbrush. That's a Waterboy quote for the noobs.
Foosball is the devil.
Who's Vicky Valancourt? Oh, she's a girl. What did I tell you about little girls?
They're the devil.
Little girls are the devil. You know, the best thing I learned from that movie is what mama don't know won't hurt her. So that's why I joined the football team.
True dat.
I went to college.
Got a girlfriend.
Down in Jackson's Bayou.
For what the hell was the name of the college? Something ridiculous.
It's SCLSU. Southern.
I have no idea. I can't remember.
SCLSU Mud Dogs.
Mud.
South Central Louisiana State University.
There you go.
There we go. All right, what's going on in the news? Tell me about it.
Well, we recently had Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, the Valentine's Day. I forgot we were going to talk about that.
Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
I did. So Sparkle had to work on the actual day, and we postponed our dinner. We went to our favorite restaurant on Sunday, and she had this whole surprise for me worked out. We had talked about, I don't know if how much trouble I'll get in for saying this, but we had talked about early on in our relationship, maybe before we were even together, about hey, you know what you should do is deliver pizza to me in lingerie.
Okay.
So I was sitting at home on Friday and I'm starving to death. Okay.
Yeah.
Because she went to go get food. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up food." And I said, "Hell yeah."
Nice.
And I said, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, what are you gonna bring?" She's like, "Oh, it's a surprise." And I was like, "Is it Cane's? Raisin Cane's?" And it wasn't. So she calls me from the pizza place. And she's like, "Oh, by the way, the pizza place says it's going to be a 40-minute wait." I was like, yeah, how about this? I'll go get Cane's. There you go. So then eventually she tells me the whole plan. All got screwed up.
She go to Little Caesars for the pizza?
No, she went to Domino's.
Oh, okay, I got
40 minutes for Little Caesars?
I don't know. Like, I'll try to stop at the one in Castle Rock on the way home sometimes. And there's like 15 people in the little...
Fuck that.
And it's at least probably a 20-minute wait to get a pizza.
Not interested.
Yeah.
For a Little Caesars pizza?
Mm-hmm.
No. No, sir.
She should have just gone and gotten you Raising Cane's and done it.
Thank you.
Like, instead of doing the pizza thing.
The plan was she shows up in, the surprise outfit.
Yeah.
Put the pizza in the oven on a very low setting so it'll stay warm. Because I was like, well, what was your plan after? Like, after you got here? The pizza's going to get cold and I just go starving all night? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I got Cane's. And I was like, okay, then
nice.
Where's the rest of the surprise?
Yeah, I got Lady Jackal, a twerking llama.
Is there any significance to the twerking?
We saw it in the store one day and she thought it was funny, and so I got it for her.
Does it sing a song?
Yeah, it's like, it's going down for real. And then like twerks.
I know that song.
Yeah. And then like swings its head around.
Oh my
But yeah,
God.
it's pretty freaking funny. And I got her a couple of cards. One with like little like, they're like tickets you can rip off. Like one's for like a date night, or one's for like a movie night or massage. Yeah, breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sleep in it.
After that, we left for the Great Wolf Lodge. We did that last Thursday.
The Great Wolf Lodge.
Yep.
I assume there's multiple of those.
I think there are a bunch of them around the
Can you
the
give
U.S.
us a rating of your visit here in the Colorado?
What kind of scale?
Department.
What kind of scale? 1 to 10?
0 to 10. 0 meaning it was worthless. You'll never go back.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay. And was that because of the value for your money?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you told me
You
about
get to
that.
stay that whole extra day after or you get the access to the water park the whole day when you check out.
And that's if you pay for enough passes.
Yeah, fuck.
For everyone
Like, seriously,
to
if you go, make sure you get enough fucking key cards for everybody that's in your party. Because they're not key cards. They're fucking wristbands that are key cards and they get you in the pool. And if you don't have you have to get another one, they charge you $50.
So the Great Wolf Lodge is a hotel / mini amusement park, let's say.
Pretty much. Indoor water park, arcade, ropes course, rock wall, putt-putt.
If you pay for the pass, does that afford you all of those?
No.
You have to pay for each one of them.
Well, if you get like they have these 3 levels of like passes for the kids, and like they get you certain things. Like the first one only gets you a couple things, middle one gets you more, and the last one gets you everything.
Huh. So how much was the ropes course?
I don't know. We got them passes.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
But I mean,
but each pass was what, $50?
for total for 3 of them, it was like a little over 200.
That's more than I make in an hour. Okay.
But
You're working at jats.com.
I mean, it was decent. If you go, just go stay one night. Don't stay multiple nights because it's worth it. Just stay one night.
Did you get just one room for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when we tried to originally book it, they're like, how many people in your party? We're like 2 adults, 3 kids, and they were like, okay, we're gonna put you in 2 rooms. I'm like, but it says right there on your website that one room sleeps 3 to 6 people. We only have 5. Why are you trying to sell me an extra room?
We're trying to upsell me,
like, that
scum.
That's what I should have known. I'm like, you guys fucking suck already. Oh, sorry.
You're just a little loud, sorry.
My bad.
You're good. I'll even it all out. Yeah.
I'm very passionate about this right now. I'm fired up.
It's funny because like your waveforms on the track here are larger than mine.
Wow, that never happens.
Ever. Mine are huge. Huge, I tell you. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'm trying to project more since I'm not feeling so good.
All right, so give it a 6 rating. Did you get any special gifts? Did you get a twerking llama or a twerking alpaca, perhaps?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
I
Twerking
feel like
Jackal.
Valentine's Day is more for the girls than the
Truth.
guys.
However, wait, what did I get?
You got some.
Oh, let me tell you about this.
Did you
I
ever
got personalized cufflinks.
Nice.
Yeah, they have my initials on it, and they're these little tubes, and they actually unscrew. And so she wrote, Sparkle put a little note in there. She somehow got, it was a fucking hassle trying to take that thing out. But I can't open the second cufflink until our wedding day.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's
Very
pretty
cool. Nice.
I got her a frame. I made a collage of pictures.
I know you're working on that last week.
And it says, I love you because. And then I left it blank. And then I put it in a frame so that you can use a dry erase marker to fill it in.
Nice. That's
Saw that
pretty
thing on Pinterest or something. I was like, because I looked up like creative Valentine's ideas, and it was on there.
Nice.
I was like, I can do that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the frame was like $50 though. Like, man, you're trying to rip me up. I'd rather pay for the Great Wolf Lodge.
Did you get your donuts ever?
Oh, and I got donuts. Oh, I got donuts. They were amazing. I had 3 the first day.
Donuts are pretty damn good.
They're just heavenly.
I think one Sunday I had like 4 or 5 a few weeks ago. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get some donuts.
It's like, this counts as breakfast. Oh, this is just a snack. This is just a pre-snack snack.
Like, it's a refeed day.
Yeah, this is my cheat day. I get to have a
Seriously, 5 donuts on my cheat day.
dozen. It's a good cheat day. You gotta take advantage of those cheat days.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now can we talk about the news?
We can talk about the news now.
Because
Yeah.
when you mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah.
I know, I've never seen you so excited about something in my life.
Now I'm trying to decide, am I outraged or am I just excited that, like...
You gonna talk about it?
Yeah, because I understand it. It's something that I understand enough, but it's something that I feel passionate about. Because in terms of this, what they call outrage culture, that outrages me.
Okay.
So it's like, what? Does that really work? Yeah, tell a story.
So I'm sure most of you heard about Jussie with a U. Smollett and his apparently
Who's that?
he's an actor on Empire.
Yes.
I've never watched it, but I didn't know who the fuck he was until this happened.
Right.
So-
I didn't know his name. I've seen the commercials for Empire.
But yeah. And I think it was like about a month ago, he claimed that somebody attacked him and yelled racial and...
Do you want me to give the real deets? I got the deets.
Please do, because
Right.
I really just kind of skimmed on what I read.
Well, first, let me tell you who Jussie Smollett is. According to the CNN little article I read, and there's a video that played with it, an auto played.
Yeah.
He is a black actor.
He's gay too,
he's
right?
gay.
Yeah.
So he plays a gay black guy on Empire.
Okay.
But they made sure to mention both of those in the story, which I guess is important to the story because he was allegedly attacked by 2 men that said, "This is MAGA country," meaning "Make America Great Again."
Mm-hmm.
They attacked him physically. They poured bleach on him, I guess, which everyone is just considering it. They call it an unknown chemical at this point. And then they tied a noose around his neck.
Which I don't think either of those 2 things ever happened.
Oh, you don't?
I don't know. I think that from what I was reading is that the 2 guys who beat him up were wearing gloves.
Okay.
So any mark that was on him was self-inflicted. Like any scratch, any bruise was self-inflicted.
Well, maybe I read this wrong, but I thought he showed up to the hospital with the rope around his neck still.
Okay, so I guess I didn't realize that he went to the hospital. I was watching the police commissioner give a report earlier on what was going on.
Commissioner of Chicago.
Yeah,
And
who's
it's like-
also black,
Yeah.
and he's pissed.
Yeah. Wait, there's more. Did you see what the suspects look like?
Yeah, they're like jacked dudes.
Jacked,
like
black guys.
Yeah.
Of Nigerian descent.
Apparently they also worked on Empire at one point.
Oh. All right. So he comes out with this story that they called him well, first they called him Empire the N-word.
Yeah.
And then Empire the F-word for it's a homosexual slur. Can I say that? So I'm not going to risk saying the N-word, but they called him now I can do it.
I just let it go.
Yeah. So they called him it was racial slur and homophobic slur.
Yep.
And then they like kicked him and stuff, and then they ran away?
Pretty much.
Someone made a very interesting argument that if they were the people that we thought they were. So when you think of like what did you think their attackers looked like before you saw it?
I probably would have been like, oh, they're white guys.
Right.
Because they're Make
like
America Great Again.
white guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Southern hick kind of
right.
people.
So dudes that wear MAGA hats are not watching Empire.
Nope.
So why would they call you an Empire F-word, Empire N-word? They don't know what the fuck you're from. They just know you're black.
Yeah.
That's all they knew. Unless they knew you. All right. You can tell the rest. I think all the deets are out.
Yeah. Well, apparently it started all unravel, and he started not to cooperate. And then...
This is after he went on Good Morning America.
Yeah, this is like... Because this happened like a month ago, and
yeah.
so it's been slowly coming to fruition that the truth is that he totally set it up. He paid these two guys who were his friends to beat him up. And apparently it's because he didn't like the amount of money he was getting paid on Empire.
Right.
And so I'm like, well, how does this fix that?
Well,
do you think they're going to feel bad for you? Like, oh, I'm going to give you more money now.
Yes.
Well, guess what? You're probably not going to have a job now.
Well, the writers or whomever, the people in charge of Empire are not writing him out of the...
Yet.
Of the show.
I know that they're like that he's going to have a greatly reduced role.
Okay.
And Fox is considering their options on what they're going to do.
What's funny is, so I mean, initially I believed it entirely because I have no reason not to.
I think everybody believed it at first, like, oh, okay, but then
the danger is if there's more of this kind of shit going around, then how are you going to believe anything?
Yeah.
Apparently
this guy's got some screws loose because I guess he got a threatening letter about a week before the attack happened. And they're saying that he wrote that letter to himself and sent it to the studio.
I have a couple of other stories that I wrote down that are very similar to that story.
Okay, but I want to get to my favorite part.
Yes.
This
I would like to
really makes it so funny. If you were going to pay somebody to beat you up or like, be in on a lie with you, how would you pay them?
Cash.
So you would write them a check?
I would not.
You
wrote them a fucking check?
Wrote them a fucking check.
From his checkbook?
I think so. This could have been a joke earlier, but I thought I read some. I'm like, that's pretty fucking hilarious. That. let me write you a check for your services.
Oh, what did he put in the memo line?
Beat me up.
False flag attack to gain notoriety and publicity so that I can increase my Empire salary amongst other actors. That's a really long memo line there.
They were talking on the radio earlier. They were like, when it started to fall apart, he should have just came clean then.
Yeah.
Because it probably would have blown over. But now he's held on so long, and now he's actually gotten charged with a felony.
Which has like a 1 to 3 year term.
Yeah.
By the way.
So I'm like, now you really fucked it up just by keeping on going with the lie.
Yeah, if he's in jail, you're not gonna be on your show anymore there, bro.
Yeah. And who's gonna hire you afterwards? I'm like, you're now forever that guy who hired people to beat him up because you didn't get paid enough.
Now, do we say he does his time? He does a year in jail, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Is he rehabilitated and all is forgiven?
No.
What about Liam Neeson? I forgive him. that was, 17 years ago. And he actually didn't commit.
I was like, he only thought about it.
Right,
He's like,
okay.
but he never actually did it. Like, how do you recover from this? Like,
you come clean and you say, you know what? Here's what's up, and this is why I did it. Because
it was a mistake. My bad.
You gotta apologize. You gotta just say, I was stupid.
Yep.
That's kind of how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hear some of my other stories?
Please.
All right. So when we were talking about like this false flag attack, there's a lot of other stories like that. There's actually a website. It's called like fakehatecrime.org.
Interesting.
Yeah, but there was a couple of like InfoWars links on there. Like, I'm not so into that. I don't know if this is like all checked and fact checked, but I've heard a couple of these stories multiple times. The first is, there's a student at, I think it was called like Drake University.
Okay.
It was Drake or Blake?
Drake. There is a Drake University. Okay. Yeah.
And they had received multiple, not violent, but like harassing letters. Maybe it was just this one student, if not a group of students. Well, turns out that student wrote those notes to him or herself. Okay. But the problem is they went to like the board of the school to make it seem like there was this huge racial outrage happening on campus.
Yeah.
And then it was all fake anyways. So there was that. Then there was a guy, he was a lacrosse player. I don't remember what university he was at though. But he spray painted a bunch of, he said like all N-words must die. And then he wrote the names of him and a few of his teammates that were black or of African American descent.
Yeah.
And he put some swastikas with it.
Yeah.
Turns out he got caught for doing it all himself. But here's what's kind of, I guess, justice about it. I'm pretty sure he got in trouble, not just for, vandalizing, but he got in trouble for harassing those students whose names he wrote.
Yeah.
Even as a false flag attack.
It's pretty, yeah.
Now here's another one. There was it was a commercial. It was like a very well-produced, like, extreme commercial. Like, oh my gosh, this guy is so extreme. So this guy, he's like walking, it looks like he's wearing SWAT gear. Not like, with the helmet and like riot police gear, but like a SWAT team guy.
Yeah.
But he's a graffiti cleaner. So he drives this van around and he cleans off graffiti off buildings with his power washer.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he's like, we need to erase hate. So in the commercial, though, there's these very poorly done swastikas that look like they had just been painted on.
You can't show swastikas on commercials.
Well, I'm like, you know what? You know who put those swastikas there?
That guy?
The guy making the fucking commercial. That's who. To this day, well, besides like bathroom stalls, I've never seen a swastika spray painted anywhere.
Yeah, me either.
Because it doesn't happen. I don't think it happens.
Why couldn't you just pick something else to spray paint off in the commercial?
Right. Well, so there's another video that like NBC News put out on this guy. This is before he made this like official commercial. And there was like N-words, like fuck, N-words. And then there was a swastika next to it. And I'm like, that's never been done.
No.
Maybe like somewhere else, maybe back in the day, but I've yet to see a swastika.
Me either. Yeah.
Turns out, by the way, he's in Canada or Montreal, and he's Jewish. So I understand the significance of the swastika to him, but where the hell is he finding all these swastikas? And I wouldn't be surprised if he was, in the middle of the night.
Just out there, yeah.
Like, hey, do you guys want me to erase that swastika off there for, $25 an hour? I'll do it. I have no proof if he's doing it or not. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised.
Unless, Montreal's a heavily swastika town. I doubt it, though.
Canadians?
I was going to say it's Canada. They're the most friendly people ever, eh?
They're on record as being the friendliest people ever. The most apologetic, at least. Are you ready for my favorite story now?
Yes.
Me and Sparkle got in a little tiff about this one. So I'm subscribed to a subreddit called That Happened. And there are all these stories that people put out on their own social medias, typically Tumblr, but there's a lot of like Twitter and stuff on there. There are these stories where they make up these weird events, these weird stories, and then all the people in their comments just praise them, or they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you," that kind of stuff. Like, I'm gonna give you an easy one. Lady goes to Starbucks. She's like a alternative looking person, like a suicide girl.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She got like tattoos and piercings and stuff. And he's like, oh, so she's in line at Starbucks, and some guy behind her says, "Oh, you should stop getting tattoos or something. It looks disgusting." And she's like, "Oh, you should get a tall order of shut the fuck up." And then everyone in the restaurant claps.
Okay.
That never happened.
No, yeah.
Ever.
That would never happen in real life, period.
No. The most harassment I've ever heard of, my friend who's from Washington was here gassing up her vehicle, and she had Washington plates, and someone told her, "Go back to Washington." That was the worst harassment I've heard in my whole life. From like a complete stranger to somebody else.
Yeah.
Because typically, no one voices their opinion like that, and no one's that big of an asshole. So I thought that story was made up, and that's where I read it. I've read it multiple times on that website.
Yeah.
So here's my favorite story. This chick is in a nice part of, I think she's in California. She had just gone to Sephora, the makeup store.
Yeah. Yep.
Cosmetic store.
Yeah.
Sorry. And she's putting something or looking for something in the trunk of her Range Rover. Okay. Which one's the better one?
I mean, they're both the same thing.
Okay. Well, we'll call it a Land Rover. Okay. For now.
Okay.
And I guess some guy walks by and asks her if it's her car.
Okay.
But I want to say, in telling her story, she says a young white guy walks by. And for the rest of the story, that guy is referred to as YWG.
Young white guy.
The rest of the story.
Okay.
So it's very important that he's a young white guy for the rest of the story.
Okay.
Not that, hey, some kid walked by and asked me if this was my car. Okay? Oh, did I mention that the lady in the story is a black woman?
I kind of assumed that when she said young white guy.
Right, okay. All right. So she's looking for something in the back of her car. The guy walks by and says, "Hey, is this your car?" She kind of just brushes it off and continues looking through her car. Mm-hmm. He comes back and he says, "Show me your key fob. Show me that it says Land Rover, or I'm going to go get security." And she's just kind of like, get out of my face, just brushes him off. I guess the guy leaves. Later, him, a security guard, and a police officer show up to confront this lady. Now, here's the part of the story where I was like, okay, this is completely made up.
Okay.
She tries to pull out her phone.
Yeah.
The young white guy steals it from her, and then the cop takes it from him instead. So she can't film any of this.
Okay, yeah.
That right there, the whole story from here on out, never happened.
Yep.
Maybe the guy said, "Hey, is this your car?" That could have happened. Mm-hmm. It's not likely.
It's most
broad
possible.
Daylight. You're not going to be looking through someone else's car. So the cop's holding onto her phone, so she can't record any of this. So there's no proof that this actually happened.
Yeah, obviously.
The cop asks her for proof of insurance, registration, and that kind of stuff. I think she produces those documents, and the cop asks, "What? Why am I here?" And the guy says, "I think she was stealing this car. He broke into this car." And he's like, "Did you see her break into the car?" And he says, "No."
You just assumed.
And he asks the security guard, "Did you see any of this happen?" And he's like, "No, I just got the call for the disturbance, and I called you." The cop gives back everything and asks her if she wants to press charges on YWG.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? No, she can't. She can't press charges on me. I just did what any good American would do. Okay?
Okay.
I don't think she pressed charges. The guy leaves. The cop apologizes. Security guard leaves. So everyone's gone now.
Okay.
Okay.
You mean the cop?
Yes.
Okay.
She's standing outside her car sobbing for this fucking crazy event that happened in her life just now. Luckily, by happenstance, a beautiful woman in a hijab comes by and comforts her. That also right there did not fucking happen ever. Okay?
Okay.
And then like the end of her post was like, this is 2018. You know, like, this isn't how life should be. I appreciate the sentiment of the story. I don't appreciate the fucking lies.
Yeah.
I have no proof if this is true or not. But, damn, does it sound far-fetched. A fucking hijab.
When was the last time you saw a hijab anywhere?
Good point. But I don't live on the coast. Apparently, hijabs are more coastal.
Okay. Yeah, I guess here you don't see hijabs.
Or at like a university. I guess there was a bunch of hijabs on campus. Yeah, okay, I guess there's that. But it's just
It's plausible,
by happenstance. A fucking hijab woman. A woman in a hijab walks by and comforts her.
And why would you have to point out that she's in a hijab? Like, couldn't it be like, oh, a woman came by?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's a story. This one I actually believed. My friend, I don't need, her name's not important, but she was in full mariachi costume because she was traveling with like a mariachi band, like performing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was at a gas station too, getting gas, and some dude says like, "Oh, why don't you go back to your own country?" This one I kind of believe. Now, what I really appreciated about her story is I have no idea who said that to her.
Yeah, just some guy.
Some guy said this.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, he's probably an older white guy. As in any situation, that's the most likely racial fuckhead. Yeah. But in her whole story, she didn't mention anything about the guy besides what he said.
Yeah.
And I gave her total props for that. I was like, that is how you combat racism right there. Don't even bring it up. And this is Black History Month. February.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard Morgan Freeman's take on Black History Month?
I don't think so.
So he's sitting there with like a 60 Minutes reporter or something. A white guy. Morgan Freeman, a black guy. He asked him, "What do you think about Black History Month?" He's like, "I think it's ridiculous. We should get rid of it." And he's like, "How are you going to relegate all of Black history to 1 month?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What about you?" He asked the host. "What about you?
Yeah, White History Month?
White History Month?" He's like, "Well, I'm Jewish." And he's like, "Okay, what about Jewish History Month?" And he's like, "No, I don't want that." He's like, "Yeah. The best way to get rid of racism is to stop talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a black guy, you're not a white guy. I'm
guy?
Morgan Freeman and you're whatever that guy's name was."
Yeah. Just two guys.
Shazam! And those are all my stories.
Nice. Those are pretty good stories. Yeah.
Which one do you believe happened?
Obviously the one about the car.
Man, damn.
Yeah, I don't have any stories about like race or race related like
hate crimes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the or do you remember the like when we were probably like early high school or so, there was that whole Duke lacrosse rape scandal?
That sounds very familiar.
They made a 30 for 30 on it a few years ago.
Okay.
And I never paid any attention to it until I watched the 30 for 30.
Right.
And like that, there's the DA at that time. He was so fucking corrupt because like he had all these kids, or they were accused. Two of them weren't even at the fucking party. There was one kid who was at an ATM. There's video of him at an ATM when the supposed rape is happening. And they're still trying to convict him.
What?
Yeah, just because like this
The DA
was like, I'm gonna That's what, and he pounded on that for so long until finally it just came out. It's like, oh yeah, they didn't do it. Like I was just trying to, make
he
a
admitted
point.
that he's a fucking moron?
Yeah, and then he got disbarred and
Good.
yeah.
Okay, some justice.
Yeah.
But there was a rape that occurred, right?
No. There were a couple of prostitutes there, and
Oh,
I'm sure
God.
something happened, but like, it was her accusing them of something because she was pissed off about something else,
Oh.
even though nothing happened there.
What the hell?
Seriously, because they were like, there's like we can go through our text messages and like, okay, so you're here at this time, but at like 2 minutes later, you're actually walking into your dorm because your key card gets scanned in there. I'm like, seriously,
It's nice to have proof.
Seriously.
Huh.
Because I feel like most of the time you're like, oh, preppy white people playing lacrosse. Like, I can see them doing something like that. But
Wasn't there some other rape scandal? I feel like it was like a college that started with a B.
Baylor?
No, that one I would have remembered. Let me see if I can figure it out real quick.
Was it like a sports related one or just?
Yeah, it was like a basketball team or something. Oh shit, maybe it was Baylor. That's the first thing that came up.
I do not know.
Whoa, wait, yeah, it was Baylor. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, she was a former Baylor volleyball player said the school mishandled her complaint of having been gang raped by up to 8 Bears football players in 2012, and that the university allowed a rape culture to persist within the football program. Whoa. Oh, I thought it said that the case was settled. Nobody was ever publicly identified.
I know the football coach lost his job over it, though.
Good. In that case, okay. Hate crimes, I'm more dubious about, because rape is a fucking epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you're more likely to be raped than to be a victim of a hate crime.
Is rape a hate crime, though?
I guess it depends on who you are. In that case. Let me ask you. Oh shit! Check this shit. Oh, I got this one. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you remember the story about those 3 teenagers that kidnapped the mentally disabled kid and they tortured him for a few hours?
Kind of.
Well, that was eventually completely disavowed to be a hate crime, though they kept calling him racial slurs. Now, let me tell you about the participants in this story.
Okay.
So, well, first let me keep it very general. Let's say there's three people. They kidnap another person.
Yep.
The 3 people are of a certain race, and the 1 person is of a different race.
Okay.
The 3 people, as they're torturing their victim, the single person, they continually refer to him with racial slurs.
Okay.
Would you consider this a hate crime?
Yeah.
Based on the racial slurs, that's almost like the textbook definition.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, the 3 participants were black.
Still a hate crime.
Still a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yep. To us. But guess what? They're like, nope, not a hate crime.
What is it? Just
crime.
just a crime?
It's a fucking crime. Yeah. Some people don't believe in racism to white people. So it's like, oh, well, you can't do a hate crime on a white person. It's like if you committed a crime on a white person because they are white, guess what? That is a fucking hate crime. Yeah. And I'm reminded because we're watching Desperate Housewives.
Mm-hmm.
And Gabrielle, Eva Longoria's character, her husband beats up 2 different gay guys in season 1.
Gotcha.
He doesn't know they're gay. But they're trying to charge them with hate crimes because they're gay. And he's like, I didn't even know they were gay.
So it's a crime.
It's just a crime, yeah. But since...
I thought we stopped labeling different kinds of crime and it's just crime, period.
Huh.
Crime on you.
Well, yeah, I guess you can't really understand the motivations behind it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't understand the context of a crime or the state of mind that that person was in to actually consider it a hate crime unless there's evidence of such.
Yeah.
So if I, as a straight dude, beat up a gay guy, it's not a hate crime.
Just a crime.
Necessarily, it's just a crime.
Yeah. Unless
I said, hey, I wrote, screw gay people on a piece of paper and I handed it to him and then I punched him in the face. And then that was evidence.
Laid it over him after you knocked him.
On his fucking unconscious body. I was like, I hate gay people. I was doing a southern accent. You goddamn gays. Yeah. I wish we were famous enough for that to be taken out of context. And someone's like, oh my god, the shark just said, I hate gay people on their podcast.
But only like 2 people are going to hear it, so.
Hey, we don't talk like that. 20 people are going to hear it. You just wait.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of 20 people, hey, everybody listening, don't forget to tell your friends about Jackal and the Shark.
Yes,
super fun, super insightful.
Please do.
We're going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about terrible movies such as, I don't know, anything with like black people and gay people. Wait, that's hateful. I mean Irish people. I hate Irish people. I hate red-haired people. I hate people with freckles. People that...
I hate brown-haired people. I hate blondes.
Drink coffee.
Yeah.
Can you do like a hate crime on someone for a different reason? Like, I hate people that wear like red shirts. Like, fuck red shirts, and you beat their ass.
I'm sure someone would be like, that's a hate crime. You said he hated red shirts and he committed a crime.
Or is it like, well, okay, let's say, like, I hate tall people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, fuck people over 6'5". You can't be taller than me, right? I'm gonna fucking kill you. Is that a thing? Is that a hate crime then?
Probably.
Sir, can you please state for the court, why did you beat up Mr. Johnson?
He was an inch taller than I was.
He's fucking tall. Obviously, look at him. Tall bastard. Looks like a skyscraper over there. Looks like Lurch. Scaring the shit out of me over there. Looking down on me like I'm lesser than you. You condescending bitch. Sir, please do not talk to the victim here. We will not tolerate your hate in this courtroom, sir. I will hold you in contempt. I hold myself in contempt. Is there anybody you hate?
Like one person, or just in
general. Like, if you what's a characteristic that on anybody you see you hate? Where if you beat
white
them
guys
up,
who dress like they're black with like the big ass baggy jean shorts or like the oversized jersey. Ugh. I'm like, I can't stand that.
Can you say that word?
What?
The word? The W word? It sounds like the N word, but it's a W word.
Oh, yeah.
Can we say that without it being a hate crime? So if I happen to beat one up, it's like, hey, you said on the podcast on episode 27 that you hated wiggers.
I'll allow it.
All right. They're probably juggalos. We can just call them juggalos.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. It's like...
And it's not so much that they are trying to be black, it's that they look fucking ridiculous.
Seriously. Like, no one should ever wear any of that, ever.
Ever. Like, nobody.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Nobody in general
there shouldn't be, like, jean shorts should be gone. Like, get rid of fucking jean shorts.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Can you imagine, like, a dude in, like, a FUBU jersey? Like, you look ridiculous. Except for Ice Cube in Next Friday.
Yeah.
I love that jersey. I want that jersey. I like it. But Day Day looks ridiculous. He's wearing that long-ass tank top, those long-ass basketball shorts, and he's got that do-rag on his head. Snatch that shit off your head. Yeah. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna say I hate hipsters.
What makes somebody a hipster though? Like,
Okay, check this out. I hate guys with like beards where their whole life is their beard. Like that's their whole identity.
okay,
And they wear beanies like off like the back side of their head.
okay.
They don't wear it like how a normal person would wear a hat.
Yeah, it's like halfway on.
It's like kind of hanging off the back. But anybody that wears flannel today is a hipster piece of shit.
Okay.
Because they go get their frap from Starbucks. They have their iPhone.
So what if you wear flannel, but you don't go get your frap, or you don't care about your beard, or you don't wear a beanie?
Okay, I'll allow it.
Okay.
I guess it's
Well, what if you care about your beard, but don't wear flannel and don't wear a beanie?
I hate you. And I'm going to do a hate crime on you.
Is it because you can't grow a beard?
It's because I can't grow a long beard. It just looks terrible. I tried doing they say peppermint oil is a better, like a surface treatment to actually stimulate hair growth than Rogaine. Or the other one, Propecia. Which Propecia apparently can cause erectile dysfunction. So stay away from that shit. But I tried this peppermint oil for a while, and it just makes your face burn really bad. And then it kind of gave me acne. I was like, is having a full beard worth this? And I said, you know what? Fuck, I'm not some hipster piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't wear those like thick black frame glasses with my neck tattoos and my hand tattoos and my
skinny jeans,
my skinny jeans and my fucking like lumberjack boots. Like, dude, your name is fucking Trevor. You have an ice coffee in your hand, and you are trying to look like a fucking badass lumberjack. You have a fucking anchor tattooed on your forearm. You're nothing. Your name is fucking Josh. You know? You're probably your name's like Skylar. Okay? You don't intimidate anybody being called Skylar. Or Caden. Or Justin. But Justin wears FUBU. And sleeps in until about 1:30 p.m.
FUBU is a funny word. FUBU.
Yeah. FUBU. Yeah. Man, I can rag on hipsters all day. And
We'll save that for next episode.
it'll be called Hipster Fucks. An expose.
Okay.
Are you saying you're done with this one?
If you are.
Yeah, I gotta go home and hit some triceps. I get fucking jacked before I commit hate crimes. How am I supposed to reach really high if if my arms get tired while I'm spray painting swastikas everywhere? Like, what the fuck? I gotta go work out.
Use your back. Lift with your back.
I'm just gonna get like a cherry picker. And I'm just gonna hold the can and I'm just gonna move it up and down.
A swastika picker.
All right, kids. Words of wisdom.
Don't paint swastikas anywhere.
Anywhere visible.
Don't paint them anywhere.
Yeah, don't perpetuate hate. Erase hate. Unless it's.
But especially don't perpetuate it and then erase it yourself.
Yeah. In an act of self dick sucking.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I like that. Okay. All right. Oh, you know who I hate more than hipsters? People that drive slow as fuck in the left lane. So that said, kids, don't forget, the left lane is for passing. Bye.
See ya.